Whoops. Oh man. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Where do I begin though? Where do I let me pull up my seat. Let me pull up my seat. Where should I begin? Man? I mean, the good thing is you giving out free rent to everybody, man. This is beautiful, beautiful. Second thing is giving out that 400. But that's, you know what I mean. I said you gotta wait for them to tally up the numbers. That could take probably about a week or so. Now, I didn't really expect my election to get pushed back this year, but considering as though mail is pushed back, and like I said, expecting something on a specific day is going to take about 9 to 10 days after the date of your expectancy. So, like I said, you may need a paternity test towards whose votes matters. That's another thing too. Speaking of votes, here Biden is sliding above at 60% almost, leaving Trump down at 45%. You get it, 45, 45. The numbers, you know what I mean? It's the numbers. Oh man, NBA bubble. Like I said, man, schools, some areas, some not. It's like I said, some people don't believe COVID is real, and I can't make them either. Some people mask, some people without masks. As this thing continues to spread, but like I said, people they saying that the numbers is low. You lost 300,000 people in a matter of a few months. Of course, the numbers would be low. The people numbers is low. You know, decreased population. Like that movie I was saying before. What about Tuesday? And as I notice, more and more people either getting shot or killed. Oh, and the catastrophicness is at an all-time high, from levying to plane crashes to looting to protesters to unofficial answers to the questions that the humans have, which is, where do we actually go from here? Because I can't charge rent to some and not to all. Like I said, man, you said rent free, bro. You signed the executive orders. So, as far as the lawmakers and legislations and all of that, you need to let the people know that rent is free as long as COVID is concerned. Beautiful. Like I said, I wanted to ease the pain, but I wasn't thinking that far. And salute to Slice Erroneous for thinking of that one, man. So I give you the hands up on that one. You got me at a check move. I give you that one. That was one of your greatest accomplishments as president so far, which is you gave out free rent, baby, free rent. Like I said, man, I mean, it is a trickle effect to it, but the president said so. He signed it. He signed it. Plus the, you know, amazing. What was But I gotta give. How do you say it? Like I said, I know it's been seeming like my arch. You know what I mean? I said, man, I gotta give him his due on this one, man, which is free rent for everyone, man, until you can figure out COVID or whatever. But like I said, at the same time, I don't want the people to get in an uproar because he said he gonna take care of that. So meaning he probably gonna pay the owner that plus some due to the COVID. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could be tax exempt as long as it's coming from Trump. That rhyme, by the way. I had to throw a shot in there somewhere, man. It just felt right. Yeah, so don't expect nothing from the civilian. All you will be getting is from shrimp. Or should I say shrimp? I mean, not shrimp, but little hands. He taking care of everything. It's beautiful. So don't expect the election this year. Expect it. It's been pushed back to 2022. 2022, we will have a fair election, a fair race to the top. Because right now, it's just unfair. I'm not going to say I'm winning, and I'm not going to say Trump is winning or Biden. I'm going to just say we all tried our best, but you can only pick one come 2022. This is beautiful. Keep up the great work. Gives me more time to get my own language out there and my own political campaign. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like I said, man, some things it just happen, and this is one of those moments. And I'm just the one to embrace it. Nominate me for president of the world. Ah, man, this is beautiful. But like I said, plus I need more time to clean up the mess that's been taking place, which is people without power, and just to keep the pain off the backs of people because of the COVID. And shout out to Grammarly, my sponsor for today. A lot of people don't want to sponsor me, and don't want to even associate with me, as they just think that none of my plans worked. I beg to differ, but that's besides the fact. Got another one, workout plan from Level 1 Protein. I got a protein sponsor. Salute to that. Get you more of them powders to exclusively explode. Either you want to get thin or you want to get in. Either or. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. News reports. Enhanced unemployment will continue. Salute to that, man. Like I said, unemployment hasn't lost anything. But those that don't, they haven't really lost anything either. But the rent-free situation is a major gain if you're working. But that's what this is all about. Get you back in there. You can probably do, I mean? I don't tell him what he planning on doing, but right now, things are settling on the up and up, because I look at it and say, it's a middle pandemic. Doing your best. And right now, free rent is definitely one of your best moves yet. Lebanese government quits. Ah man, why would you want to quit in a time like that, Lebanon? It just makes me think even more. Like I said, you seen how another situation was. That is a trending effect, which is some people want to feel what it feels like to have that pain, that suffering. Mm. Like I said, it's up in there, man. Gotta get in there first. And in here, I'm the president of the world. Minus the Man of the Year award and Nobel Peace Prize, but that's besides the fact. I'm still working on it. Neverio Machunes says, Dio, hold up. Man. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Biden leads Trump in 3 battleground states. Like I said, man, I guess Trump is not a fighter. He's more of a compromiser. And this is one of his greatest compromises yet, which is free rent. We'll see how it turns out. Chicago unrest after police shooting caused criminal conduct by mayor. It's a mistake, man. See, Trump didn't tell Chicago they was getting free rent. Free rent. You see, you gotta actually say it that way, Trump. You know what I mean? You don't know. A lot of people don't know what executive orders is. And one of them is free rent for everyone. Everyone. So, would it be a good time to move? And like I said, I'm sorry for those that's out of power right now. Working on the breakers. And like I said, it's a shortage of public funding because rural areas demanded that their schools and things be open, colleges and all of that be open, which are at probably about a 35%, you know what I mean, capacity at this point, which was pointless. But at the same time, you want to stick it to something, right? Okay. But like I said, you can always reclose. Chicago, yeah, but that's the thing, man. You gotta explain to these people, rent is free. You might as well say it, because if you got it, you really don't got it. Because like I said, your mail coming in late, that means it's gonna be a late charge on your bills. Your bills are already overdue. They already overdue. I mean, I might be talking about myself, but that's besides the fact. That's besides the fact. But like I said, man, what can you do in the pandemic except the mask, the social distancing, and your life is on the line. For Microsoft, TikTok could bring numerous problems that have been plaguing Facebook and Twitter for years. The internet plagues people every day for very long times. your organizers on logistics. Not only follow people, scan their faces without their permission, and you call saying the word nigga a social imbalance when you don't know who operating these logistics and what they internal feelings are towards the people that they monitor. And then I said, well, what would make you want to get into something like that in the first place? That's called an invasion of privacy on what is supposed to be a free country. Whoa there, baby. Whoa there. So the internet itself is a compromising situation, which is you can pop up on there, but what happens after you pop off? You know what I mean? Because I found myself in one of your little algorithms, and I said, well, that's nice, but I'm just surprised that you would, plan something like that over the years. It's costly, and then not only that, the effects of it is in the wrong hands. Who are you? What was you thinking about? But hey, man, let me see if I can find more of what I'm looking for. See, my thing is, you saying that Trump saying that the payroll tax that he wants is going to affect? Nah, it ain't going to affect that. What it is the other tax on the products you buy. But like I said, ain't nobody buying that either. You don't know what's around the next corner. So the stores have implemented a tax on its own stuff. So you nothing is really hurting. It's just at a standstill until it's like a standoff against COVID. And COVID seems to be winning because you open up them schools and 9 cases just arrived today, man. Just 9 cases of kids getting sick just today. Now, if that number spread and get it back into an outbreak, I'll say I didn't warn you. Oh man, I'm trying to get somewhere, but it just, like I said, he got all of these logistics, monitors. He want to hire who he want to hire for this position, that position. Take over the post office. But that's only to slow down the process of ordering things, because like I said, that's a payroll tax on the things that you ordering or you buying. Why? Because even if you collect unemployment to next year, you'll still have to claim an income tax for the unemployment tax. And like I said, he want to claim it as a rebate. AKA pushing you further into the next year. And the next one. And then it'll be a collapsation of everything. So, why wait? Treat it like a Snicker commercial. Hungry for greed, power, control. I'm not hungry for any of those things. I'm just hungry for the fact that the world seems to be creating something different. Coronavirus live updates. Big Ten presidents may opt against fall football inside. Like I said, I was opting against a lot of stuff. But now I'm realizing I'm outnumbered and population controls. So if population got us into this pandemic, then let population do as it pleases. Which is reopen everything. Go ahead. Especially the library. Start with that first, jujitsu first, and then you can open up publics and privates and whatever else you want to open up. Because you want something that I was telling you, nah, this, and you said, nah. Democrats Biden still juggling virtual conversation. Virtual conventions details. Like I said, man, you don't want everybody on the web. Because like you said, it's not TikTok, it's the fact that everyone is using TikTok. So you have to implement some of that same strategy that TikTok uses on your platforms. But see, you don't want to do that because then you're going to have to pay TikTok to use it. Like I said, man, you know what you're doing. Just pay TikTok to use it. It can be very helpful. Don't, like I said, you're hungry, why wait? Because some things have happened to put fear inside of you, which is normal for humans. But you no longer want to be humans. You want to become superhuman. You categorize yourself upon the popularity, the polls, the likes, the interviews, the social things that you have to say outrageously. The shock value of it all. I said, well, if the world was naked, what would be a difference? I mean, completely naked, every human on earth. Would you then act as such? Florida reports record numbers of COVID-19 hospitalizations. Remember, you open them schools up first. Got me itching, man. Got me itching. German surrenders, pays millions in ransom. No, that ain't ransom. That's using software upon software. You need to pay them people for their software. I told you, you using them logistics, and them logistics is getting grimy up in there. Getting grimy. And I think you kind of know that, but you implemented that plan. German, yeah. I said everything around the globe is in a pandemic, but every leader in the world don't want to accept it. Pretty much, they figure they got a bigger, better plan. Okay. Biden says he has his VP then jokes at Fox News reports. I said I got a VP joke. My VP is Alf. The guy that wants to get rid of all nucleus on the planet. Health highlights, health news. After the Vidi Mahani matters. Live update. Latest news on coronavirus and higher education. I'm hoping and thinking that remote learning would probably be the best way out, but like I said, seeing as though he didn't cut the stimuluses in time, it's gonna be kind of hard to get them laptops and that Wi-Fi. And then with the bills coming in late, you could be charged an extra fee for a late fee due to this new postmaster. What's his name? Joe Sos. Who actually donated to the Trump campaign. That's another story. Yeah, because like I said, your post office is controlled by little hands, and if he don't want you to get your mail on time, blood tests might spot most dangerous COVID-19 cases. I mean, if you say so. But like I said, you said that you can have sex with AIDS and it's not going to transmit. Which I highly doubt, by the way. and the president said chloroquine is perfectly fine to inject. I mean, all types of things are perfectly fine if you want to inject them. That's up to your own discretion, remember? Boycott, criticized, but Fox News led the pack in prime time. Don't mind me, I'm scratching my leg. I'm just scratching my leg. It's a lot of these falsified stories and outbreaks floating around, man. It makes me itch. Yeah, coronavirus update. Infections forced Georgian schools to go online. I said, man, it's for the best. Like I said, after the 9 cases of kids getting sick, and then what is it about? Is it about the money? As I told you to make the money machine? Is it about the power? Because my fans are being suppressed? Is it about... Then again, I'd rather not say with that part. Because I'm realizing how presidential I should approach. Which is, color shouldn't be a base of right or wrong. Neither should look be a base of right or wrong. But like I said, the world was naked, which is, like I said, between your retailers and everyone else, you gotta bail them all out, man. Tax cuts, unemployment, and free rent. And yeah, Democratic women leaders call out sexist news coverage of females. I mean, in a time of primal activity, it's best that she stays at home. There's a lot of vulture activity going on out here. Or should I say vultures on COVID? You know how vultures act normally. Just imagine COVID's with it. I mean, vultures with pandemic diseases. So you can subline And like I said, the line's so long to get a test. In reality, UCI researchers launched first of its kind Corona Statistics portal. Um, at this point, COVID is moving so fast, you can't keep up with it. The statistics, the data, and like I said, people are at a standstill. So something you tested a week ago could pop up with 500 new cases without even being detected within a matter of days. When I was saying this stuff a long, long time ago. But hey, man, the state of food safety news. I don't even want to go into that part either. So like I said, you have to eat. You got to. These 3 COVID-19 vaccines have been in the news. Okay, you want to call it a vaccine? Go ahead and call it a vaccine. Go ahead. I'm not interested in chasing my tail. Miami Valley native tapped to lead Dayton 24/7 Now News. 19-year-old dies after ejected from vehicle. Local news. Family gathered in Phoenix ends in stabbing. I said, in the middle of a pandemic, I'm trying to tell you, man, it could be in anyone at any given time. Make them do and act unruly. I don't want no copyright, Mr. Q. I don't want no copyrights.
Here you are, sipping tea, listening to great music, just taking a break from all the busyness.
Exactly.
You deserve this.
I wish I could, but that's not the case now, is it? The case of the matter is, cases don't matter. Because you can't approach it the proper way in a pandemic. Everybody, you know what I mean?
Sourcing products from around the world and selling them on Amazon. But while I live here in the Southern Alps of New Zealand,
This is not a democratic crisis. Stanford University News says U.S. democracy faces historic crisis. The world is facing a historic crisis. We all in this together. I don't know why you trying to separate the pandemic from the pandemic. It's all one. But that's the freedom of speech. It allows you to make a mockery of something as critical as a pandemic, as critical as as COVID-19, as critical as human lives. You need human lives to sustain. You want a bunch of computers, bunch of robots. You could try it, but who you gonna serve with them? You ain't gonna have no humans to serve. I mean, that's the way it's headed pretty much, periodically. Between you trying to destroy one another in the middle of a pandemic. Because your leaders don't have the means to supply you all at once. And then you got some individuals that just say, man, they on their own. Like I said, even down to You know. But like I said, you can decide whether you're gonna let the pandemic get you or you're gonna get the pandemic. But either way, still gotta handle it. With that being said, peace. I gotta go.